I will call the meeting to order. Mark Geller, Peg Zuggaby,
Here.
Raj Amar. Are we online yet?
You are, yep, we're live.
Okay. We have no action items. We have no new business. We have no old business. The treasurer's report, for those who want to take a look, it was as the norm is just our typical expenditures. I think in this case it was just Berard was their only expenditure this month. And if that meets with everybody's approval, if someone wanted to make a motion to accept the financial report.
Second.
Okay, second, okay. Financial notes. Okay, I will read the minutes. Meeting called to order. Almost embarrassing. No action items, no new business, no old business. The board reviewed the treasurer's report. Motion by Mark Geller, seconded by Peg Zuggaby to accept the financial report. All in favor? And that's it. We can adjourn.
We don't have to address the low-key growth thing.
No, we're going to just deal with that with the IDA.
Oh, we're in the
This is REAC. Yeah, this is such a riveting agenda. Yes, we're talking about that. However, there is a couple items I just wanted when we talked about the IDA that I would like your thoughts on. Okay, with that said, we'll go to the IDA. That's almost embarrassing. Sure, now it's 11:02.
That's okay.
All right, the IDA. I'll call roll call again. Mark Geller, Peg Zuggaby,
Yeah.
Raj Amar.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have any action items. For new business, we have the low-key grow report. They all seem to be kind of on track.
Everyone's on good.
Yeah.
How do you whip them in shape?
No.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you don't want to
You're
phone
going
call.
That's
well.
why I called the text.
You're going well. I haven't seen 100% cross.
Right, they know if they don't respond, they get a call from Heidi.
All right.
She sends out people up there.
That Manhattan view
Yep.
just turned me down on my credit.
Oh, really?
I gotta go bust the chops a bit.
Oh,
They
really?
can verify my EIN number.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's a state document.
So talking about, let's see, I think this is technically, you know what, I'm gonna, okay, so there's no new business, but I am gonna talk about a few things with old business, just for discussion purposes. We have, if you recall, there was some overages on sales tax, and where companies just overexpended, like we issued them, X number of dollars in sales tax exemption as part of the project, and they overspent it. So the process is for us to recapture that. So last month we recaptured, and 1547, payback was over $300,000. They wrote a check that we have now forwarded on to the state. We're just a pass through. We collect it on behalf of the state, and we pass it right on to the state.
Do we collect it or do the state?
We have to collect it. The state requires us to collect it on their behalf. So it comes in and turns around and goes right back out. We have Admiral's Cove has about, to our calculations, about over $1 million they overspent. We've sent them to their CFO a letter. I forwarded to them saying that first step is just to confirm, are you matching this up with what we're seeing? Because we're basing this on the reports they provided us. So, we know that we issued them, these aren't the exact numbers, we issued them $1 million in sales tax. They've issued us annual reports saying that they spent 2.1 million. So easy math, you overspent by over $1 million, and we're just waiting for them to confirm that. I haven't gotten a response yet, but we'll follow up accordingly on that. I'll give you updates on that. There's a whole series of, like 1547 was a pleasure to work with. So I'm hoping that will be the same.
Good luck.
Yeah, hoping. BOCES, as you know, we did do the new logos. We did a little ceremony with the class. They were thrilled. Everybody, the winners got a gift certificate or a cash award.
Yeah.
And then all the participants got an Amazon gift card, which I think was a bigger hit than
Yeah.
than the actual work. But it was nice. It was a nice event. And we have finalized the agreement with BOCES. They're going to act on it at their June 26th board meeting. They're going to sign the agreement, we'll sign the agreement, and then we're going to roll out the process of buying that equipment for the adult and children's, education, that CTEC. Heidi, you had a little update that I thought would be interesting for the board
Yeah, I
to
was
share.
speaking to Kathy Mistley this morning, who runs the adult education, and she was setting September's tuition numbers. And so based on the new budget with our contribution, they're able to lower tuition a little for the adult programs. Which
Oh,
is
that's nice.
Yeah, so it's already starting to pay off.
Exactly, I thought that
That's
would be nice to
nice.
hear. And again, it will also expand the capabilities of the number of students, adult and high school students that can participate.
Right.
So it's nice to see, and I think everybody is just anxious to get the ball rolling. Thank you to Dan. I know it was a little bit of, you had BOCES process, you have our process, you have statutes for both that we all have to follow within, but Dan did a great job of pulling that together so we could, get this done in a pretty expedient manner. So thank you, Dan.
Yes.
We're having another item. I told you I'd get you out of here by 11:30. Now I'm gonna have to milk it to keep you here till 11:30. I'm kidding. Prior to COVID, we used to have a big event every year. We used to have it at Manhattan Woods. We'd invite realtors, bankers. I think you may have mentioned this at our last meeting. Bankers, realtors, attorneys who handle real estate transactions, professionals that touch the economic development world, usually on the client project side. And what we do is, and the state encourages this, that IDAs hold informational events periodically. And we did this every year for years, and we always would have it at Manhattan Woods. And it would be a lunch meeting, be tight to the concise. We'd have the county executive say it. We'd gather those people, 50, 60 people, some elected officials, town supervisors, assessors, etc. We get them all in a room together. We talk about what we're doing, just because we can't assume that all these people know. And time and again, I find out that people you think would know have no idea what we do. And people that you think should know, but don't always. So with COVID, that kind of fell off the wayside. So we're going to reinitiate that. And I know there were a couple of years behind COVID being over, but now we're going to reinitiate it. And we'll give you all plenty of warning. We want to do it, I think we said like mid-September-ish is.
Mid-September, I think we're looking at the 10th or the 12th.
Right. We have a few places, but for the purposes, why don't you pause that? We don't have to go into exec, just pause that, because those things should be for public airing. Okay, so that's that. The financial report, again, just mostly typical expenditures, nothing out of the norm. If someone either has a question or would want to make a motion to accept the financial report,
I'll make a motion.
okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Okay, I'll just assume all in favor. Okay, and with that said, I'll just recap the meeting quickly. We called to order, no action items, no new business, reviewed labor, low-keeper labor reports, old business, talked about some of the outstanding recaptured efforts regarding some sales tax expenditure overtures, gave an update on BOCES, or working with them on workforce training equipment, talked about an event, in the fall, for educational purposes, reviewed the treasurer's report. With that said, we're done. Thank you. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. As always, we have a light lunch.
Need a motion?
Yeah.
Good motion by Raj, seconded by Mark. All in favor, aye. Good.
Thank you, Dana.